So, 70% of people in the hospital right now in the UK, 70% are those fully vaccinated. I wonder who fucking called that. Told you that there was big news coming out of the UK pretty soon. So I'm getting word that there's something else big coming from my inside source, who has not been wrong since day one. Look, Ford said anywhere between 3,000, 300,000 people were going to die here in Ontario during the first lockdown. Right away, I emailed my friend. Right away, emailed me back. Don't worry about it, Cole. You're not going to see that at all. He goes, if we see double digits, we'll be lucky. So I posted it, made a video on it. Sure enough, double digits. Just barely. Just so you know, Cole, giving you a heads up, this next lockdown, they're going to use the flu cases to cover for COVID so they can lock you down. Okay? We'll see about that. Everything, there's not, there's no spikes all summer long. We'll see. That one I actually questioned. Sure enough, flu season comes, gotta lock down again. God damn it. Get another message. Giving you a heads up, Cole. Christmas is about to be attacked. Well, what the fuck? Okay. Sure enough, Ford here in Ontario tries to shut down Christmas. Blames Christmas because 5 or 10 family members came together. Okay. So they shut down because apparently of Christmas causing a huge spike in COVID. But doesn't even look at the fact that he left all the big chain stores open for Boxing Day. And that didn't cause no spikes. According to the Ontario government, didn't cause no spikes. So you're telling me that 5 and 10 people went into a house, celebrated Christmas, and that caused this massive wave, and the millions upon millions that poured into these big box fucking food stores and Walmarts and all these other big organizations caused zero spikes. Zero contribution to the fucking wave we're seeing. So he was right again. They were going to use Christmas to cover up their scheme. And the scheme was, because all the experts were telling Ford to close the government, like close it all. No. Christmas, okay. Big box stores stay open. Big wave hits. And apparently what he closed down is what caused the big spikes and not the fucking thing he didn't close down, which were millions were able to pour in and cough and touch all over each other. So I wrote my friend back. I'm starting to see a pattern here, my friend, and I think that it's starting to really look, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's looking like a scam. He wrote back, LMAO. That was it. That's all he wrote me back. From then on, he's been in constant contact with me, and I've been in constant contact with him. And he told me about the numbers that were going to come out of the UK. I made a video on it, called it. Now look, 70%, just as I said, UK fucking hospitalizations, fully vaccinated people. And we spent $364 billion that we apparently never had on this bullshit. 300. I don't think people understand, Canadians don't comprehend the mountain of money that would create if you had it in front of you. You wouldn't see the fucking top. You would need a fucking industrial, largest fucking crane in the world to see the top of this fucking, I don't even think you could see, you would still need something more. if we were to stack this son of a bitch as tall as we can. For years, mental illness in both children, adults, and elderly have been completely dismissed here in Canada. While they've been focused on keeping the image outside of Canada, making Canada look all pretty and, pristine, they completely ignored the people. What we've been screaming at them for, what we've been trying to tell them. I emailed both Ford and Trudeau on how to properly conduct this fucking COVID situation at the beginning. Before the ship even came here and we even had one case of COVID. I emailed them right away. Got millions of islands. Take one of them, put up tents, do what you gotta do. A temporary quarantine center. Bring the families that miss them. Bring them out there so they can stay there. Keep them all behind plastic so they can't get infected. And then once one by one gets cured, we can release them. This would trap the virus, and it would allow our scientists and our doctors to do a proper fucking research scan over COVID-19. Not a word back. But hey, these are the people, right? These degrees. You can only fucking run a government if you have these degrees because, hey, somehow that makes you professional. Not living out in the real fucking world, not going through real life, not going through fucking struggles like everyone fucking else, not dealing with these fucking high tax rates and the high gas prices and high food prices. No, not someone like us who have to fucking experience it. No, it's going to take a person with a degree for you people. That's what's sad. There's only 5 fucking things you need to be a fucking real leader that can just make your country blossom and boom in the world industry, okay? Be it gas, be it oil, be it food, be it anything. 5 things you need. And I tell you right now, not one of those 5 fucking things is a degree. There, I'll pull a Joe Biden and whisper to you. First one, experience. Super fucking important. You can't understand a situation or a problem that we, the regular people, are facing unless you have experience of it. Why? Oh, I'm so glad you asked, guys. Because with that experience comes questions. Knowledge. Now you know the questions of what comes from the experience. And what do you get from that, Cole? Oh, my God, it's like you guys are on a roll today. Wisdom. Right? Wisdom comes after knowledge because then you have the answers to the questions that you gain from the experience. Duh. Oh, what? There's more? Oh, yeah, don't worry, there's more. There's the 4th one. The very 4th one is understanding. Once you have the answers, you can then understand the problem and the situation that people are facing and the hardships they're going through. Because you have an experience. You have to have that experience, folks. Then comes the 5th. Why is the 5th one in there? Other than understanding, what else could there fucking be? Well, what do you get through understanding? Once you have the experience, you gain the questions of knowledge, right? Just so you gain your knowledge. Then you find your answers to those questions, which would be your wisdom. And then you have your understanding. What do you get from understanding? Compassion. Only through those 5 key elements can you actually lead a true government, a real government, and one that actually fucking booms the economy. Why? Because it's not about taking a $6,000 paycheck from you during a pandemic. Don't worry though. We're going to take your jobs away and let the banks and the finance companies and the loan companies and all these brokerages keep taking from your savings. So they'll continue to get money and get paid. You know, the people that already have a couple $100 million, a couple billion, or even a few $100 billion, sorry. Because they need to survive. Not you, who's only got $1,200 saved up in his savings, or her savings. No. The one that has $100 and something million in their savings, and not on top of that, including the shares and the interest and the companies they've invested in. And so they get mugging money like a motherfucker en masse. But they need their money. So we're going to let them take your savings. Whew. Have you woken up yet? Is there anyone in there? Hello? Is there anyone home? Fucking a degree to run a country. Said $364 billion in cash was lying around, and not one of you are fucking furious about it. Not one of you are out there protesting this one simple sole fact, that it wasn't until $364 billion that we started had to print money, because we ran out. There's no more money. We had to print more money. Why? This is the funny part. Why? Because we need to buy up all the vaccines we can, because we need to supply vaccines to everyone in Canada. Make sure you're safe. Yeah, but the funny part is we're handing 200 million doses to another country for free. And $1 billion to all these other countries. Oh my God, aren't we just so fucking generous? Hey, at least those nice degrees are keeping us on the world scale looking like we're pretty and pristine, eh, folks? Meanwhile, while we all fucking suffer here at home, you guys rather fight over fucking mask, non-mask, fucking vaccine, non-vaccine, fucking, you guys rather fight over that rather than ask the very simple fucking questions. Then I'm telling you, if I became leader, there would be so many investigations done on this, it would be unreal. There's actually a few questions here. Who the fuck played around at Epstein's Island? We want to know. And we want those motherfuckers in jail. Where did the $364 billion come from? Because we were told for years we did not have that money to help mental illness, to help our veterans, to help our elders, to help our... Where the fuck did this money come from? Oh, the expenditure pile, and you're telling me you couldn't take these things to save lives before? But this is... Now we got to take it out to give to your rich billionaire friends and your hundreds of millionaire friends, so that way... What? Apparently to save lives? What lives have you saved? There's people still dying. You have a vaccine that doesn't even work. Doesn't work whatsoever. There's literally any fucking reason for you to take the fucking vaccine, point blank, because it doesn't stop it, doesn't fucking help you, period. Oh, it lessens the sickness in the person. How do you know that? When you only just started releasing the vaccine, and only through this release of the vaccine, you're getting statistics and data and everything that's coming in on a regular basis. How do we know this isn't just within a certain group amount of people within Canada, or the world for that matter, who just don't take to it or do take to it? And the rest of it doesn't fucking affect the rest of us. You still don't fucking know. They still don't fucking know because the data comes in weekly. And until we fucking have proper fucking data, folks, I mean real proper data, there's no point fucking bothering with this. These are the questions we need to be asking. Because for years, man, we've had people die on the streets. We've had our veterans who watch their friends get their face fucking blown off. They come back here and then they get kicked to the fucking curb by our government, and no help, no nothing, not even proper fucking care for their PTSD or anything they might have fucking suffered from all this death and destruction. They're just kicked to the fucking road. They're eating out of garbage cans and living under bridges. Where's your outrage for that? Why aren't you guys out there protesting this shit? Where was the money? And if we didn't have the money, because this is about saving lives, why didn't you print like you did this time? Oh, that's because before, these people, if this Tom, Shirley, Joe, or whatever dies on the street corner, who fucking watched his whole platoon get their fucking body parts blown all over, he's now fucking, or she's now sitting there fucking suffering every fucking day. Eventually takes their own life, eventually gets into drugs or does something stupid or hurts someone, but doesn't affect them. So we don't need to worry about that. But COVID, notice how at the beginning, we're not going to close down our borders. We're not going to be like every other country. We're not worried about it. We're not scared of COVID. It's another flu. That's what Trudeau was saying. Until his wife got sick. Then all of a sudden, $364 billion fucking dollars just appeared out of nowhere. And now we got hundreds of billions more appearing out of thin air because we're printing the shit, which means we, the hardworking citizen, have to pay it back. You're telling me a degree takes to fucking, is what it takes to fucking run this country. Go ahead. Keep telling me the same bullshit that you keep telling yourself in your head every fucking day. does not take a degree to run a country. It takes those 5 aspects, folks. And the 2 key aspects out of it all is the beginning experience. Super fucking key. You cannot understand or even know what a problem is, or have the answers for the wisdom, or even gain the compassion from the understanding if you never lived that life. If you've never experienced the hardship and the troubles. And that, my friends, is what William Wallace preached. That's what Joan of Arc preached. That's what Tecumseh preached. That's what all these great heroes who stood up against a tyrannical government in their time spread across the land and spoke. It's the little guy, the ones that know these fucking problems, that are going to fix these fucking problems. And when you have somebody who's willing to step up, take the pay cut, do what he can with the budget, knows how to master that fucking mathematical skill in order to budget the system properly, like I've shown everybody on Facebook, I have their budget system. I can make it 1,000 times better. Fucking easy, man. Hands down, farmers, you are not getting fucked over anymore. Truckers, no more. Middle class, no more. The next time we have to take your fucking jobs away, you don't have to worry about it with me, because I am stopping all fucking payments for everything. We're not going to be, my government will not be like the Trudeau or the Conservative or the Green or the NDP, where you fucking suffer, your shit gets stricken away, your paychecks get less and less and less, while I keep taking a fucking pay raise. It's not going to happen with me. And that's why it's important to put someone like me in power. So that way, because it's not power over the people. That's not how I look at it. We need someone who's going to go in there and be in charge. Like if my Uncle Mike were to stand up and fucking run, I would put him in there. I guarantee you not one of those motherfuckers will be lazy. Not one of those motherfuckers are going to take a big pay raise like that. And I guarantee you this shit will get done properly. And he will be on their ass. And he ain't going to take no excuse. He won't take no fucking excuse. I'm telling you that now. They're going to get a rude awakening. Like, that guy would get this country fixed. But nobody's standing up. Nobody's rising up. Nobody's saying it. So that's why if anyone's asking why is someone like me is rising up, like why? There's no way I stand a chance against these pristine, proper speaking, suit wearing, degree having people. There's no way. I'm the only one. Show me others. Show me others with actual plans, not just pretty promises that or ideas. I want to hear the step-by-step plans to those said ideas. Show me with them, stand them up, and I'll fucking, then okay, we're going to get together and we're going to fucking create a team and we're going to, okay, it's a citizen party now. Fuck the government. We're going to run our own shit from here on out. Right? Anyways. You got to vote for me, guys. And if you're not going to vote for me, vote for your mom, vote for your dad, vote for your uncle, vote for your aunt, vote for whoever you know to be the best political figure who you think that can run this country. Vote for them. Convince them to download the fucking the paperwork. I did. Download the paperwork, get 150 signatures, send it into Ottawa, and fucking run. We need more citizens to stand up and run. And I'm not talking about citizens in fucking 10-bedroom homes. I'm talking citizens that have to work in the fucking shops, that are working the garages, that are working the fucking oil rigs and the fucking, the boats. That's who I'm talking about. We need more of us to stand up and to become at least a fucking another option other than these fucking party systems. Because like I said before, the party systems are fucked. Okay, they're completely fucked. You can't get them into the fucking parliament without one of them acting like a fucking child. Not one. That's why we need a citizen. Because a citizen ain't going to fucking care about, no, I want it this way, I want it this way, I want it this way, I want it this way. Citizens are going to turn around and say, hey, both of you shut the fuck up. How about instead of bitching at each other, you offer up solutions? Can't offer up solutions? What are you doing in this position? Like someone who calls them out on it. Puts them in their fucking place. enforces a complete fucking reduction. I want to look at everybody's fucking payrolls, and we're going to fucking do a huge reduction, especially for us leaders. Because leading or being in charge of a country or any position of power like that should never be about the money, because then the power and the money go to the brain. So it should never be about that. It should always be about helping the fucking people get off the streets, helping people get into homes, from apartments to homes. It's about getting taxes reduced. It's about opening up new venues and job opportunities by creating new alliances with other corporations that we wouldn't have done before because of these idiots. But now we'll at least hear them out. And we'll open up new venues and job opportunities between country and country. I think this is the best way to go. If we really want to get out of this rut, if we want to build back better and not fucking have this huge fucking deficit that we got to sit there for the next 2-3 generations and cough up fucking money, because that's what the fucking goal is here, people. They keep getting richer and richer, right? That's generations and generations. They got to keep working in now, guaranteed. There's a paycheck coming every fucking month. Got to put a stop to it right here. And if you're not going to vote, fine. Get somebody you know to stand up. Let's take the fucking only option power, that's what I call it, it's the only option power, away from these assholes, right? And give it back to the fucking people. Because right now, we're just stuck between the parties. And that way, we just got to listen to hissy fits in the fucking parliament and make it all look good. And then they go home and they fucking all shake hands and drink fucking whiskey and fucking off they go to Jamaica or whatever. So it's time to fucking put a stop to that. Let's do it. Get them to stand up. Get them to run. And let's give more options to the Canadian people other than these fucking clowns. Because clearly, they should be in charge of each of their own departments, but that's it. That's where it should stop. From that point on, they should never be allowed to run for fucking prime minister seat again. They should always be an independent person. I can't put that in the law, but that's the way it should be. But the only way we can make it, enforce it, is if we, the people, start standing up. If you feel like you know how to change things that makes life better for everyone, and you can do a great job at it, please don't be fucking shy. Screw what everybody else thinks. Screw what everyone else thinks. You think I'd be running right now if I listened to everybody else? No. Fuck it. Because something's got to change. Something has to fucking change. I've been here since the 80s. Right? It's got to fucking change. There's nothing good that's come out of this country with these politicians in power. Look at the fucking list. My fucking word, we held the title #1 in the world. And year after year after year of these fucking clowns, I think we're like number 20 or something now, or something like that. I don't fucking know. And our education is like number 30 on the list. We used to be #1 at that. Or we're top 10 or something like that. I can't remember. But we're not #1 anymore. And that's fucking sad. Because we held that with pride. But no, they want to keep ripping off you college students, right? That's what this whole fucking large loan debt fucking is about. Doesn't have to be that way. I have a better way. Makes it cheaper and affordable for all of you. And we're going to help you out with your outstanding loans. Once I take office, we're going to help you out. We need these people to get into the higher up end of jobs, so that way we can create more scientists, more doctors, more everything. Okay, we need everything. They keep saying we have more jobs than we do people, but yet fucking, why would anybody want to go back to work knowing we're going to put it into a system that's just going to give that money instead of to where we thought it's going to go, like homelessness and veterans and elders, and it's just going to go straight from their hand into Amazon's hand or Walmart's hand or one of the other companies. Why? So that's why you have a shortage of workers right now here in Canada. I myself am going back to school. I'm taking classes. They took my job away. So I said, fuck it. I'm going back to school. I'm going to improve myself and just get into a better field once I start back up. If I want to get into my old indoor airsoft center, which is what I want, a business I want to start for myself, I'm going to need to know the details of selling. So that's why I chose selling. Corporate sales. So, but once I'm done, I'm going right back to fucking work. I got to build up the money to get be able to get the fucking loan for the indoor airsoft center. It's a whole process. But I think it's fucking another thing that needs to fucking change is how we create businesses in this country. Right now, they have it set so it's almost nearly impossible. You're broke before you start. You owe them money when you start a business in Canada. So basically, they own a percentage of your company. This has got to change, folks. This has got to fucking change, man. We cannot survive like this any longer. There's going to be a fucking riot. There's going to be an outrage. There's going to be a fucking government takeover if this continues. Maybe not in this generation. Maybe not in the next. But in one generation soon, man, it's going to fucking happen. Especially if you think what they're doing now is bad. Wait, because now they know they can get away with doing it this bad. They're going to push it next time. They're going to fucking try to get it on the next fucking disease or whatever the fuck they're shutting us down for. They're going to try to fucking push it even further. And that's how rebellions start. History, folks. History. You know, it's important to know your history so we don't repeat the same mistakes twice. Here we are with apparently a democratic system. Well, let's just face it. Okay? No matter who takes that seat, it's the next king or the next queen. It's what it is. Do you really feel like you have a fucking say? Like your voice really matters in Canada? You really feel like that? Yeah, right. 52% of Canada did not vote in the last election. 52%. Now, according to the way common sense and laws and everything, the way I thought it worked, if you have more than half your country who doesn't vote, that means you have to hold a re-election because nobody got voted. You have to have majority of your country's vote in order to hold a leader position. 52% of Canada didn't vote. Technically, there is no leader of Canada. Trudeau is no leader of Canada. We don't even know why he's opening his fucking mouth. I don't even know why, because he's not the leader. 52% of Canada did not vote. No leader. We have to do oh my God, I'm just right on the ball today. We have to hold a re-election. But no, we went right through it with it anyways. Why? Because we work off a point system here in Canada. Folks, it's time to wake up. Time to make a change. If not me, fine. Perfectly cool with that. No problem. Let's find someone who's